My group and I volunteered at Gleaners Food Bank of Indiana for our service learning project. During our time there, we sorted food for them to later organize and send out to local food banks. The issue we were addressing is the hunger problem that many face in our very own backyard. With 1 in 5 children in Indiana facing hunger and 1 in 8 Hoosiers in general facing hunger, Gleaners is trying to provide an easier access to food to those people. Before volunteering, I was a bit nervous about whether we would be doing a lot of physical work that I would not be strong enough to do. I was also slightly nervous of volunteering with my group as we had rarely spoken before going to our volunteering shift. During our orientation for volunteering, I learned that those who need the food pantries aren't just people that have no jobs or money. These food pantries help families that even with some sort of income still can't consistently put food on their table. It also made me realize that the elderly also struggle with constantly having enough food for themselves. One of the most pressing issues is just simply having access to food. Gleaners works hard to assure that all those that need it can access it, and they do so by working with local food pantries in different counties across Indiana. By supplying these pantries with food and other supplies, they are making sure that they can receive the food they need. Gleaners also has mobile food pantries to make it even easier for people to receive food. What I really liked about working at Gleaners was how it made me realize how easy it is to volunteer. The hours that I did definitely flew by, and by the end of the shift, I really felt that I had in some way really made a difference while working there. The hardest part of my shift at Gleaners was really not that bad. The work I did was very tedious and is the only thing I did while there, and was very straightforward too, but it was made easier by our director John talking to us and playing music for us while we worked. The experience was definitely different than what I thought it would be. I had thought that volunteering would be a much harder deal than it was. I also thought that I would have walked away from the experience feeling like I hadn't really made a change or that it was easy. However, when I left, I realized how wrong I had been and that I couldn't wait to do it again. I definitely want to learn more ways I can give back to the community. I don't just want to better only one aspect of our society, and I know there are many more ways to help. I also would like to learn if there are more ways to help those dealing with hunger and food insecurity. This project has definitely led me to view this issue totally differently. I had always had a stereotypical idea of what food pantries held and what kind of people went there. While volunteering, I realized that the food they received was not much different than my own, and that just because they went to food pantries didn't mean they didn't eat the same food and brands as I did. I would love to get others to come and volunteer with me. I feel like no matter how much you tell people about a problem, they won't realize it until they can put a face to it. So I feel that by getting others to just give up a few hours of their day for this would bring a lot of change and make them see things differently.